Hey guys, so today is going to be a little bit of a, okay, sorry, you know what, I'm angry. I'm not as angry as I was Friday when this incident happened to me, but let me tell you, like, right after I left the Target store, I had enough rage to make an Alpha Omega Sin style rant. I was that very angry, and you never see me angry on this YouTube channel. So first, before I go into that, I just want to give a little update, what's going on back here. I'm moving in the next 2 months. So within that time frame, a lot of things are going to be a little hectic for me. I'll be trying to make content as best as I can. Until then, you know, my lighting is literally going to be my computer screens. And yeah, still got my haul for the next month coming up. And E3 videos to look forward to. So yes. Now, to the rants, because I don't know how many cuts I make in this video. I'm just going to be like, film, upload, boom. So let's go to around 8 p.m. Thursday night. I was already planning to go to a local 24-hour store because I knew of the stock for Robin and Lucina and the other amiibo figures that I needed. Robin, Lucina, Wario, Silver Mario were the only ones that I needed that I didn't have pre-orders that weren't exclusives. So I lined up around 9:30 to get my Robin and Lucina and Wario and Silver Mario, and I was very successful. The people that were behind me that I lined up with, I was the first one there. Everyone was amazing. They were all awesome. And the store associate who helped us was very, we all kept organized, and it was a great time. So then I go out shopping to get in line for Jigglypuff at Target. Now, at this point in time, I still needed to get another Robin and Lucina to send out to my friend in San Francisco. I've been sending him getting him an extra of all the rare amiibo figures. Sent him my extra Marth. I sent him, picked him up an extra Rosalina and an Ike. And now I still needed to get Robin and Lucina for him. So between 12 and 2 a.m., me and my friend Hayden, we were running back and forth trying to figure out a Target that we could actually both get a Robin and Lucina, because the two first Targets we went to both had 4 people, all were getting a Robin and a Lucina. And the Targets that we were aware of, the stock only had 4 of each. At the Target we ended up staying at, there was 2 people already in line. I texted my friend Steve and him and his bro. He refers to him as his bro, so I'm going to call him bro. Ended up going to the Target me and my friend Hayden went to, but they were before us. So it went 2 random guys in front of us. They were really great. I can't remember their names. Then Steve and his bro were 3rd and 4th. Then me and Hayden were 5th and 6th. Now between Steve and his bro, they were only getting, between them, only 1 Robin and 1 Lucina. So I was going to be giving Robin and Lucina to my friend Hayden, and I was just going to try on Amazon later, and I was just going to get Jigglypuff. So from 2 a.m. to 6:30, it was just the 6 of us, and we were all talking, you know, napping, resting, and everything was great. We all got along, and we all knew we were going to be civil with each other about the amiibo situation. And I say that because at 6:30 comes this guy. And he was kind of obnoxious on his phone. Like, he was, oh, you know, my kids got in the Guinness World Record for number 2 for having the most Skylander. We spent like 16 grand on those things. And we're just like, okay, you really don't need to be yelling about that and talking about it at 6:30 in the morning on the phone with someone. And he was kind of talking to us to get us, oh, yeah, I just passed Toys R Us, and there was like 30, 40 people in line. You should probably go in line to get ready for that because, you know, Greninja might sell out. And it's like, no, Greninja's going to have a good enough stock. And so we kind of figured this guy he might have been an issue. And he ended up being an issue. So around 7:30, between 7:30 and 8, the manager comes out and lets us know, you know, 1 figure per person in line, like 1 character per person. Everyone stay in a single file line and calm and smooth. Okay, you know, it seems like everything's going to be ran pretty well. We all go in line and get to the back by the amiibo figures, and we get to the electronics counter and we ask, where are they? And one of the associates says, oh yeah, they're on the shelf. And the second she said that, I looked at her. I said, you should not have done that. That was a very bad idea. Because then we get to the amiibo figures, and we all stay in the line still, and the first 4 people, Steve, the 2 guys who were first, and his bro, you know, they're all there. It's all pretty calm. Everyone behind me, everyone's staying in their line. The guy that was behind me bragging about the Guinness World Record thing, granted, he was 4.5 hours in line after me and Haydn. He jumps around somehow. He reaches in for the last Jigglypuff and the last Lucina on the shelf. And I turned to him. I said, "You are behind us. I don't have a Jigglypuff. That Lucina is not yours. It goes to someone who's in front of you in line. Hand those back." "Oh, no. They got more in the back. They got more in the back." And he runs to the counter. And at first, like, my 4 friends that were in front of me, they're like, "Dude, that is not cool. You give those figures to her." And he's like, no, they got more in the back. They got more in the back. And he runs to the counter. And my friends that were in front of us go to the counter as well with their figures. And at this point, one of them waited for a Robin and it wasn't on the shelf. He ended up leaving and they brought the box of Robin and all the other figures afterward, which they should have had every single figure in a box behind the counter in a ticket system of some sort, and they didn't. So when the guy who line jumped me and my friend that were 4.5 hours earlier than him at that Target went to the counter, my 4 friends in front of me went up to the counter as well, told all the cashiers and the associates right in front of him, in front of this line jumper, said, "Do not let him check out with those figures. He cut in front of everyone. He line jumped. Those figures are going... someone else who is before him wants those figures. Do not sell those figures to him." And what do the cashiers do? They sell them. There was no cashier standing over by the amiibo figures where we were to make sure everything was in order. There was no manager by us, no ticket system. It was a mess. And someone line jumped me and my friend Haydn and screwed him out of his figure. That guy who line jumped us stole a Lucina from my friend. That was wrong. I'm very upset about it. I let off a storm on on Target on Twitter. And I had their help ask Target, respond back to me saying, "Okay, we're going to get in contact with the store." But I've not heard back from them since. I'm very frustrated. I'm very upset. My friend, who was supposed to get that Lucina that was robbed from him, worked from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. Stayed up all night to wait at Target and was screwed out of his Lucina he wanted. He got a Robin, but he didn't get the Lucina he was supposed to get. He went back to work from 9 to 4, 9 to 3 or 9 to 4. He stayed up all that time and got screwed out of a Lucina because Target did not follow any kind of procedure to make sure they were watching over the figures, watching over the customers to make sure they were all in line. Something went wrong. We brought it up to their attention and they still just, it was, oh my God, it was horrible. I've never had such terrible customer service. I'm sorry, I don't want to be that rude person that wants to complain about this. But when I wait 6 hours overnight in line to get a figure, and your customers, your associates let something like this happen before we bring it, and after we bring up to them saying this is a problem, this person cut, don't give it to that person because these figures are going for $50, $40 on eBay. You just screwed over my friend who stayed up all night. And it was the most irritating thing for me. Me personally, I have every figure I need. I have every one. The only one I needed at Target was Jigglypuff because I Greninja pre-ordered. But I still need to find a Robin for my friend. At this point in time, I did pick up 2 Meta Knights from Best Buy during the restock. One of them is going to my friend Steve, who was trying to help me out in line that morning when he was trying to tell the cashiers don't let him check out with that Lucina and Jigglypuff. Anyway, he needs a Meta Knight, so I'm giving that Meta Knight to him. And then I'm going to be using one for trade, most likely to try and get a Lucina for my friend Haydn, who stayed up all night like that for that figure and got screwed out of his figure because Target did not follow through with any kind of procedure, and the customer service from the associates letting someone essentially steal from my friend, it was just horrible, and I'm very upset about it. It wasn't like we didn't get there early enough and someone else bought it ahead of us. Someone jumped around us that came after 4.5 hours after we were in line. That is not okay. And if anyone, apparently people who are behind us in line also said that the guy who line jumped us is like kind of known in the area for just going around and, you know, searching for amiibo figures all the time. If anyone in the southeastern Michigan area would like to help me find them, I'm not sure. I really don't care at this point, but me and all my friends, except for Haydn, who went back to work, so me, Steve, his bro, and the 2 guys that were first in line at Target, we all ended up going to Toys R Us meeting each other there, and like all in line, we were just so frustrated talking about how we could have stopped them, what we could have done different, how we could have changed it. And we actually, right when I pulled up, I like literally come out of the car, and Steve is like, this girl will tell you what happened. And I tell this whole line of like 30 people, let me tell you all a story about this amiibo line jumping person who screwed my friend out of the Lucina. If we see him pull up to this Toys R Us, we are going to tell him to turn around because he is not welcome there. So yeah, right now I'm just very, very frustrated over the situation. Target has not gotten back to me yet, and I needed to rant. I was just so, there is no excuse for what happened. The manager should have been back at the figures with the amiibo to make sure something like this happened. This could have been easily prevented, but it happened. And I don't know what else to do other than to just say, Target, I would like some kind of compensation for having that happen to us. Because yes, while they were able to get a Jigglypuff out of the back for me still, someone line jumped me who I was 4.5 hours earlier than, and that is not okay with me. And even though we told the associates, they did nothing. That is not okay with me. If you have an extra Lucina at a warehouse in the southeastern Michigan area or for the Midwest area, I would like that for my friends still. So I would like Target to please contact me over this. And I do not mean to be any kind of angry, rude customer, because I work in retail. I'm a cashier at one of my jobs. I know the frustration, and I know when customers are, you know, antsy, angry, have complaints. You know, they have them, but this is unacceptable. So I'm really sorry, guys, about how this video was not as happy-go-lucky as I usually am, but that is my amiibo hunting story. Thankfully, later in the day, I was able to pick up my Greninja pre-order, no problem, and I got Splatoon. My Ness, Charizard, Pac-Man, and the Inkling set are being shipped to me and should be here in the next couple days, and I will be doing an unboxing of all of them in one video of Wave 4, Silver Mario, and the Inklings, so look forward to that. Also, I did a video with the Rack Show that is on their YouTube channel. We did an interview and talked about how I'm going to be collaborating with them during the summer for some videos of theirs, and did an interview about my YouTube channel, a little bit about Nintendo and stuff, so definitely go check out the video. That will be in right here when it is up, and a link in the description as well. If this is your first time on my channel, make sure you click subscribe down below. It'll let you know when I upload new videos. Also, make sure to check out my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, where I post and update constantly. At least I try to. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you for my next video where hopefully I will be a little happier. And hopefully, if my Target issue is resolved, I will put that in the description with an update as soon as possible. So yeah, bye.